What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my match review of Paytm Trophy Experts, otherwise known as India versus West Indies T20 review. After we beat them um, by 8 runs in the second T20 in Kolkata to take the series 2-0. And Paytm Trophy means we turn into prime Australia of the early 2000s, prime West Indies of early 1970s, 80s. Yeah, Paytm trophies are World Cup yet again. Jokes apart, we went into this game pretty much unchanged, and this was how the lineup went. But before I go into this review any further, I would like all of you to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell notification to get notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. So I've done this yesterday, but I had some other work, so I had to postpone this today. But tomorrow I will definitely be doing the third T20 match review. So do keep your eyes peeled out for that. This is my second upload for today. I've already done um, Chelsea versus Crystal Palace match review, for which Chelsea won 1-0. So do watch that as well. I will be posting the link probably somewhere around here towards the end of the video. So you can definitely just click on that. It doesn't even take you away from this, and you can definitely see that. So India were putting the bat by West Indies, and we didn't start as well as we did the last time around. You look at the scorecard here. Rohit Sharma, he got a start, didn't carry on. Ishan Kishan looked absolutely all over the place. 2 of 10 balls. That's 2 games in a row where he hasn't even scored at 100 strike rate. Will we consider dropping him for the T20 or not? Depends to be seen, because Kohli and Rishabh Pant have now gone on a biobubble break. They'll miss the third T20 as well as the Sri Lanka T20 series, which I'll come to later. We'll discuss the squad and the squad for the series and whatnot. Virat Kohli came in, and Virat Kohli was showed intent right from the first ball. He was scoring boundaries at will, but and when you thought he was going to score big, he gets out bowled to Roston Chase, who bowled again brilliantly today. Surya Kumar Yadav um, sort of got a start, never carried through. And at a point, we were literally like, say, 72 for 106 before when Kohli went. Wasn't like a bad, it was an average score, but we still needed a lot more. And that's when came Rishabh Pant and Venkatesh. Rishabh Pant, absolutely, he was brilliant today. Last game, we were criticizing him of trying a useless slap shot. I'm not sure what the hell he was trying to do that, but today, it didn't do any foolishness. He played the balls on its mate. There was one shot in particular where he literally, and yet another one hand six of Rishabh Pant. Just the sound of the bat, that I can't explain it. You just have to literally see it to prove how great that sound was. And when that sound came, he literally knew it was not going nothing but going for six. Venkatesh was brilliant today. We look at that 30 of 18. Although West Indies were absolutely poor in their bowling, I mean, apart from a Yorker that got Venkatesh bowled in the last few overs, the Indian batch, both of them almost scored about 100 in the last 8 overs. They got 98, if I'm not mistaken. But West Indies bowling were absolutely poor. They were constantly bowling short to Venkatesh, which was his strong suit. They weren't hitting the Yorker length, and we still had to capitalize on it, and we got to 186. Look at the bowling for the West Indies. It doesn't cut a happy figure, does it? Apart from maybe one or two. Roston Chase was brilliant today. Was brilliant in that game. 3 for 25, 4 overs. But otherwise, Sheldon Cottrell, he was decent. He wasn't given the last over. I thought he would be given the last over, given that he's always bowled the last over consistently. But otherwise, it kind of seems a bit okay here and there. But 186 West Indies would have been expecting to rub their hands and chase it, because we all know the full team of hitters that they would definitely chase. But they didn't start the way they had to. You look at Brandon King, 22 of 30. He didn't look that settled at the crease. Kyle Mayers, who batted quite decently in the last game, he couldn't get up to speed in this game. And we had them at 59 for 2 at 8.3 overs. And we were thinking, okay, Poran, Roman Paul, Karen Pollard, Roston Chase, Holder, and all that, but we have to take the wickets early. And then came in Nicholas Poran and Roman Powell, who absolutely took beat the shit out of a bowling. It was absolute carnage at one point. Just seeing them just connected cleanly, and just seeing them go for sixes. When you see them sixes hit, you actually think like, what the hell are they actually eating? I mean, you see the the West Indies players of all time have just had so much power in front of them. I mean, you mean we also have enough power, but when we hit them, they just about like clear the fence. But when they hit, it seems to go out of the stadium probably every single time, and that's what they did. Robin Paulo was brilliant, and although West Indies player, the batsmen, they were brilliant. Our catching was extremely average. I mean, we couldn't catch a cold. They couldn't even catch Corona if they had to, because that's how poor our catching was. There was one opportunity for Venkatesh here, which I can cut some slack for him because he had to run back and kind of do like that. But there was one catch for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, went straight up in the air of Rahman Powell. He did well too. Um, he bowled well for that delivery. It was short and outside off stump, and Roman Powell tried to pull it onto the leg side. He got a top edge, and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar scuffed an easy one, and there was another drop catch like that. But at the end, we eventually kind of held firm. Ravi Bishnoi, again, a brilliant performance. Look at him, 1 for 13 is 4 overs, and as well as the very important catch of Nicholas Puran. 2 games and 2 good performances from Ravi Bishnoi. He looks like he's going to stay for a while. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar back to the Bhuvier fold in the death over. The death over, he gave just 4 runs and he took the wicket of Nicholas Puran. And that was a Bhuvi we know. Excellent death bowler. Off late, he's just been a main bowler, and in the death, he has kind of dropped off a bit. He shows in games here or there. Hopefully, he can maintain the consistency. And Deepak Char was pretty average at best. Chahal did bowl well. And Harshal Patel, he did go for runs, but at the end, he kind of contained it. I mean, last over, they needed so many runs to play with. First 2 balls were good. One was a wide Yorker, the other one was a very good Yorker. And for some reason, the next 2 balls, he decided to bowl length balls. And you cannot afford to bowl length balls towards the West Indies. But credit to him, the last 2 balls, he came back well, and he actually contained them. And India win this series 2-0. The man of the match was Rishabh Pant. Obviously, he was brilliant. 52 of 28 for Rishabh Pant, and he was rightly the man of the match. And we go into the last game 2-0 up, and we can definitely now look forward to resting players. Obviously, you see here that Kohli and Pant have exited the bio bubble and rested for Sri Lanka series T20s as well. So Kohli and Pant have been given a short break following India's T20 win over the West Indies with 1 game remaining. Chetan Sharma confirmed they lost, so will be rested for the T20s against Sri Lanka starting February 24th in Lucknow. They'll both return for the 2 tests against Sri Lanka. First will be Kohli's 100th starting in Mohali on March 4th and Bengaluru on March 12th. So that brings the question of who will actually start the final game. Will Ruturaj Gaikwad finally be given a chance? I think Ishan Kishan will be given the 3rd game because he is our wicket keeper, given that Rishabh Pant has gone. And Ishan Kishan will be there. I would like to see Ruturaj Gaikwad getting a chance. And let me just have a look at the squad here so that we can pull up who are actually remaining in the team so that we can actually give a chance. Might as well we have to test our bench strength now, else there's actually no point just taking so many players out there and not performing. Avesh Khan is there, he could be given a chance. Ruturaj Gaikwad should be given a go. I think Shreyas Iyer will probably come in, not exactly sure. Kuldeep Yadav could come in. Siraj hasn't had a game. Thakur, Akshat Patel, and KL Rahul and Washington Sundar obviously, and Akshat Patel has also withdrawn. So there are 2 or 3 or 4 players there, like Siraj, like Thakur, like Avesh Khan, like Gaikwad, who probably deserve a game. This is the 3rd series Ruturaj Gaikwad has been picked for, and he has not featured in a game. And I just hope he doesn't sit on the bench for a 30-28 as well. So looking forward to it. That's all for me from the match point of view. And if you're on this channel, hit the like button and subscribe button, hit the notification to get notifications whenever I upload videos like this or go live. Check out the Chelsea vs Crystal Palace review right here, the link which I will post towards the end. You can just click it takes you straight there. It doesn't even take you off this video. And please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, because I will be probably doing 2 videos tomorrow. One, the match review of Chennai vs Jamshedpur. Yeah, we play Jamshedpur tomorrow. Kind of a resurgent Chennai after we played well against Odisha. in parts, but we have to see how we play tomorrow. And India also play West Indies in the third T20 tomorrow, so I expect us to make two or three changes and go in front of that. But as I keep saying at the end of every single video, stay safe and wash them hands.